Okay, cooled down and ready, and set to take on our west hut with 4 hives. We'll bring some extra supers just in case we may need those. Also a way to bring those full supers back. No sense carrying something that can go on a cart. Go ahead and stop here. Things look pretty calm up there right now. That's good. Okay. This along. Anybody in here? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh my. Okay, He-Man. Maybe we'll just do that one box at a time. Yeah. Get. That's a heavy box. Get out of there. Stay out of there. Nobody went in, right? Okay. All right. Boom. That cart got heavier to pull. How are we doing over here, folks? This is the West Hive. We'll open the door and take a look at both sides. It looks like we've got a lot of fun going on with all the hives. They look like they're probably ready for more action. Actually, probably both of those look like they're ready for boxes over here on 1 and 2. So let's jump in and see what they need. Hello, ladies. Okay. West 1. You look like you're doing pretty well. I think you could probably just use a 3rd box, but let's take a look here. Let's see what they're up to. Everybody wants to come in. I'll leave that door open for you. How's this looking? We have a brood here. It'll be nice to see. Need some honey on that. That's not fun. I want to see a brood. There's some hatch brood getting converted. I definitely see some larvae in there. So that frame is hatched and been relayed. So I think they're in pretty good shape. I think that's evidence of a queen I want. So let's see what they're doing on the edges here. Is this being made into honey? That's a hot no. Which you've done nicely with the comb. I think we're just going to let you be as is for right now. That seems good. Okay. Now, what about you? The last two. Oy, they really sealed their top on. Okay. Uh-oh. That looks weird. What are they doing? Something creative. Let's see what they've got in the middle here. That's a lot of bees coming out for no reason. Oh, but that's pretty good brood. I don't think I need to see a lot more than that. Oh, that nice, happy, kept brood. Some, yeah. Okay. But for you folks as well, you don't have anything out there. What do you have going on this frame? Let's take a look and see if this is sort of something you're trying to do to make honey here. Yeah, we definitely are building that up. Wax, trying to make honey. We could use some drawn comb. We're going to need a third box. Do I err on the side? Because I don't know what you're doing down here. That could all be full too. And you may be an uneven build. I think for you, it's probably safer to give you a third box. You can wait. You get a third box. What I do is I use these. These are called mediums. There are 3 different sizes. There's a deep, a medium, and a shallow. Mediums are generally what's used for honey. I, however, have decided I like mediums best, and that's all I'm going to use for everything from here on out. Because if your equipment is all the same size, it's easy to know when, everything replaces everything. When you've got brood boxes with deep ones, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we're going to give them the 9. We're just going to give them this whole thing to go play with. Because why not? Actually, it might not be a bad idea to give you some of them. That's interesting. A little moldy. I bet they'll clean that up. What are you doing there? Get out of there. big of a gift. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see what they can do with it. So my configuration that I want in each of the bee huts then winds up being 3 of these mediums like this, and that is equivalent to 2 deeps in volume, and that 2 deeps is generally the brood or nesting area for the bees, and they will, in theory, the queen will build out in those either 2 deeps or the first 3 mediums, and then anything above that becomes really 100% honey. Now, that's what the textbook says, but come to find out, not all the bees read the textbook. Okay, here we go. That should hold them for another week. Now we'll let them go in. There we go. Nice. This tree is very happy and growing, bigger than it was a few years ago. They need a little trim back. Okay, here we go. 3 and 4. Now these, if everything's good on these, if they've built solid honey across the top and it's fully capped honey, then I'm going to have to pull some of that. We'll make a little channel to give them at least a couple of frames, and then we'll give them a honey seeker. Or, if they're just happy and still building out in their frames, then we'll make the call and we'll give them whatever they need. All right, folks, let's take a look here. There you go. You've done such great art. Thank you. So I can tell that this frame's empty, this frame's empty, that one's empty. That's honey. You should not be that feisty. That's not a good sign. Yep, that's all honey. That's honey. With as feisty and buzzy as they are here, that makes me want to make sure I see brood. Sometimes when they don't have a queen, they behave just like this. So, they're just way more agitated. You can maybe even tell from the sound between those hives and now moving over here. These girls are just pissed. But let's see. Fingers crossed. Come on, brood. Oop. A little whiff of banana. Alarm pheromone. Okay. They're just pissy. See all those little white worms in there? That's good stuff. That's a healthy queen who's laying in there. Yeah. So I think that's fine. Frame next to it looks the same. I think you're just agitated today. And you know what? I would be too. So let's give you your box back and leave you alone. I think I saw enough evidence, and I don't think you need anything. Okay. Thank goodness. Very grumpy bees. That's how that was. Okay. Wax to the side here. Let's take a look here and see what's happening in here. Not a lot in box 3. That's probably all going to be honey. Yep, all honey. Okay, so same thing. Let's check and see if we see babies down below. There we go. This is super light. Not out here either. Oh yeah, I think they were kind of weirdly over here earlier. That's a lot of frantic activity. Is it just everybody? Or are you guys in trouble? A couple of larvae like that is not good to see. See actual pattern. That kind of looks like laying workers to me. Little clumps of more advanced. That's not a good thing. And this whole activity, if you see this sort of flying pattern, that's frantic. They get frantic when they don't have a queen. Well, let's see. Am I going to take it back? Because that's a really nice solid capped pattern right there. So, okay. That wouldn't be laying workers. That has to be the handiwork of the real Her Majesty. How much do I want to rip apart to find them? I don't think I do. I think what we want you girls to do is keep on keeping on. There's probably a monster honey frame right there. Yeah, I can feel it. Okay, but they just haven't come over here at all. That's just weird. What do I do with you? What's this frame? It's got actual capped honey on it. We're working the rest. Yeah. I don't know how you touch that one, but okay, so what we're gonna do, I think you need a box. What do we have? Oh, you have your box. Sorry, dummy. I think you need to use your box. Here, take this. Do something creative in here. I see you're making honey. Try for more than that. This time of year, though, I think they'll be happy to make their one thing of honey. We'll have to keep our eye on that queen. Okay, well, there we go. Now, the happy moment is always one of my favorite phenomena. When I put the bees back in the hive, back in the hut, roll them back on these fabulous racks. Okay, see, everybody's flying around out here. A lot of them don't really know where to go because I don't recognize their front door. So let's make their front door a little more familiar. There we go. And now everybody happily comes right in. I don't seem to have such angry guard bees on me over here. That's nice. And what that means is that we wound up with about a super and a half, maybe 10 frames of honey. Did you get away? How did I get gravel on you? Oh, I think I set you down over there. Beekeeping and gravel, not a great mix. Okay, there we go. I think that is everything for the inspection. Did I forget anything? It's amazing how quickly everything goes back to calm and peaceful and happy. Oh, you need to bring the bucket and pick up that base. How are we doing in there? You guys want to play in there for today? That's just the bucket, the wax bucket, the everything bucket. It's a pretty good resource place for the bees too, because it collects rainwater. So it's got water and honey and wax, and it just gets more and more dense as the season wears on. Okay, I think that's it. Thanks everyone. Appreciate you joining me.